Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we have a chore to do, and that is to pollinate my pumpkins. And if you are an experienced gardener that has done pumpkins before, or even if you haven't done pumpkins before, you may or may not know that pumpkins are not self-pollinating, which means that non-self-pollinating fruits and vegetables mean that they need an actual helping hand in the pollination of the fruit so that it can grow. For example, pumpkins and cucumbers, they are not self-pollinating fruits. They need a helping hand with pollinating by either us or insects or the wind. Another fact about pumpkins is that the flowers will only be open for around 4 to 6 hours. So in that small window of time, they need that pollination to occur. So sometimes that is not long enough, I guess. So that's what we're gonna do, is we're gonna go out there and we're gonna go see what flowers are open, or if there are any open today. There have been a few over the last couple days that have been open. So I wanna start doing that because I only see a few pumpkins on the stems so far. So I'm gonna go see if there are female flowers and male flowers that are opened. I'm not exactly sure if you can pollinate the female flower with it not being open. I'm not sure. I guess I'll just kind of try it out and see, because I think the only flowers that are opening are the male ones right now. But there were a lot yesterday that I knew that were gonna open today. So I wanna go do that before it's too late. And then I'm probably gonna water my garden as well. So let's go out there and see if there's any flowers open for us. Okay, so I am walking out to my garden. I put my gloves on because I don't want to reach in there because pumpkins are very pokey. And so these two are male flowers, and if you know pumpkins, then you will be able to tell between a male and a female flower apart from the fruit below it. So there were about, I don't know, 4 or 5 flowers that were opened. These were all males, and I was a little bummed out, but they were still beautiful, and I was still able to enjoy them for the few hours that they were opened. But I was still happy that I got to enjoy the flowers. As you can kind of see, none of my female flowers were open yet. I think it takes a little bit longer for the female flowers to open. I was going to try and save the pollen for when the female flowers open, but I don't really know how to go about that. And I tried to research into it, and there really wasn't a lot of research on saving pumpkin pollen. So I hate seeing the pollen go to waste from the male flowers that are open now, but I have hope that there will be more male flowers when the female flowers open so that I'm able to pollinate those. But I think it's just the female flowers aren't ready yet, so they're not open. Since I was not able to pollinate my pumpkins today, unfortunately, I'm a little bummed about that, but that is okay. We're gonna start on our fall garden. We have 4 different things, and usually I just throw away this plant vitamins because I really don't know what's in here. I don't really know anything about fertilizer. I just know that I don't want to use it on my garden if it's not 100% necessary. I believe that you can use it if it is 100% necessary or strongly advised or recommended in like your area or whatever. Like there are just a bunch of scenarios, but in my case, I really don't want to use the fertilizers. I have 4 different things with me. I have, let's see, what carrots are these? Danvers? I don't know if that's the type of carrot it is, but these are the carrots that I got. I think I got them at McClendon's. So they were actually kind of expensive, probably because they're organic. So I'm gonna be planting those carrots, and then I also got Brussels sprouts. And let's see, we got onions as well. I think these are just the sweet onions. And then I got sweet peas. These are the Cascadia bush. There were so many peas to choose from. It was a little overwhelming, so I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna go snap peas. I don't really have a preference for peas right now, since this is like still considered my first year of gardening, and this is my first fall garden. I'm not really going all out this year because I don't really have a structured plan. I think I'm just going to grow the seeds in this humidity tray, and then I bought some container bags off Amazon that I'm going to place all of these in. So I hope what I got was enough. I don't really feel like building a whole nother garden box just yet. I think I will make a plan for that for next summer garden, but I just feel like it's just way too far in the season for the fall garden to start, or just to worry about that in general. We are gonna go ahead and start planting these guys. I'm super excited. I hope that I'm not planting them too late. That's why I was like, I need to plant them right away, because the Pacific Northwest tends to get cold very fast after summer. So the ones I'm really scared about are the Brussels sprouts, I think, because these ones takes 90 days to harvest. I think they can tolerate the cold, but I'm not really sure. But we're experimenting, and the only way that you can really learn from gardening is, or by anything honestly, is by experience, because everybody's experiences are going to be different. So no matter how much research you put into something, you will most likely get a different experience out of somebody else. Does that make sense? You will, yeah, than somebody else. So you will get a different experience than somebody else. So I just do it, and you know, you will fail, but you will learn, and that is the best way to learn, is if you fail, because you know to do that, not to do that next time. Well, I have a jug of water here. It's just a recycled ketchup bottle. And we're just gonna go ahead and soak these little, I don't know what you call them. These came with the tray, but they're these net thingies. I don't really know how many I should soak. I guess I'll just do half of them for now, and then I will plant as many seeds as I can and just kind of go from there. Start soaking these. And the good thing about, this humidity box is a little bit different. I can't really drain these. Yeah, I can't really drain them. I might have to do it like I did last time and just kind of soak them one by one. I also don't really know if the water needs to be like hot or anything. I don't really remember. Oh, it does come up. Oh, cool. Okay, good. Okay. Oh, okay. That's kind of weird. Yeah, this is definitely different than the last box I used. Not really sure. I guess I can just fill. I'm just going for it. I'm just gonna fill this entire thing. and just see what happens. And I'll let these soak for a few minutes and let them rise. I got all of these little I don't even know what they're called. Pellets, pea pellets, I think. I have them all kind of filled with water, and so they enlarged a little bit. And now we're just going to peel back the netting and start planting our peas, carrots, Brussels sprouts, and onions. Okay, so all of the netting is pulled back, and we're just gonna start. We're just gonna go for it. I think I'm gonna start with these peas. They're peas. They're like little dried up peas. Oh, that's so cute. We're gonna just kind of poke our finger in here, and then I don't know how many I should do each. Maybe I should do 3 or 4. There's kind of a lot in here. Oh, I'm just gonna plop 4 in there, and then cover it with soil. And just to keep track of where everything is going and where everything is and what is it, I'm gonna utilize these little plastic tabs to keep track of my seeds. With these, they say 2 inches apart and cover 1 to 1.5 inches of soil. I got my sweet peas planted in these 2 rows. I think I'm just gonna do peas, carrots, Brussels sprouts, and onions. I'm just gonna do 2 rows each, and whatever I have extra of, I'm just gonna use that last row for whatever extra I have. So now we're just gonna start on these pumpkins. Pumpkins are the only thing on my mind right now. Carrots, we're gonna start on these carrots. These carrots, they say 75 days to harvest, 1/2 inch. Very 1/2 inch. Oh wow. Interesting. They look not like I expected them that they would look. That's what pumpkin seeds look like. Not pumpkins, cucumbers. Carrots. They're so cute. So we're gonna start on our 2nd row. And I think I'm just gonna do this first. Poke a hole in each one of the pellets here. With these ones, I'm just gonna pour them in since they're so tiny. We're now just going to cover them with dirt, lay these on the rows that I planted them because I'm going to forget. Just until I can make these little signs for them. Next are the Brussels sprouts. These ones need 1/4 inch. One of my favorite things about planting and like first year of gardening and planting new things is opening up the bag and seeing what the seeds look like. They always look so much different than what you expect. So these are the Brussels sprouts, and I'm gonna do the same thing that I did with the carrots. Oh, I just poured. Luckily, most of them went into the dirt. Really glad that I found these Brussels sprouts at Fred Meyer. I I think I was also looking for seeds at McClendon's, and although there were a lot of varieties of vegetables, I didn't find any Brussels sprouts, but I really wanted to plant them this year. And luckily, I found them at Fred Meyer. So I'm really excited that I get to plant these Brussels sprouts. I don't really know if they grow well in containers. I know out of all of these, the carrots and onions maybe are the best to grow in containers, but I'm not really sure about peas and Brussels sprouts. So it's kind of one of those things to where I don't really want to do the research. I just kind of want to try it for myself. So that is what we're going to do. And of course, when they start sprouting up, that's when I will plant them in the containers. And I'm gonna try and do it before the roots start poking out of this netting, because with all of my other vegetables that I grew for the summer, I didn't take off the netting before I planted them in the ground. I didn't really know if you could do that or not. I kind of just assumed that you plant it with the netting. I guess it's not bad for you to plant them with the netting, but I don't know. I kind of just want to try it without it. I feel like it would just be better, but I didn't really have the option since I kind of let them go a little too long in these little pellets. And so the roots were coming out of the netting, and I didn't want to chance ruining the root structure of any of the vegetables. So I didn't do that, which I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I didn't try and take the netting off. So this is what they look like. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and try and pour them in here. I also really don't know if any of these are gonna end up growing. I'm just kind of taking a chance. Sometimes that's just what you have to do. I don't know if the Pacific Northwest is just too cold to start your fall garden in August, but I think I'm being a little ignorant or naive because I don't really want to take no for an answer. So if it doesn't work, I will learn from my mistakes. But for now, we are just going to plant it. It's almost fall and it is almost winter, and pretty soon I will not be able to garden until next year. So I think a part of me is a little bit sad that summer is already coming to an end and gardening is coming to an end, but it's okay. I will be a little bit more prepared for next year than I was this year, because this year I just kind of last minute decided I wanted to do a small garden. It ended up working out, or it has been working out so far. I have definitely had some fails, and I don't even know if my pumpkins will be ready to harvest in October. I'm not really sure, because I mean, I guess they still have the rest of August, September, and most of October to grow, if they even get pollinated. We will see. I have 2 rows left, which means I have 10 little pellets left. So to keep track, I guess I will, what will I do? I used up all of my carrots. I'm gonna put that right there. Just so I can keep track. Cool, okay, so I planted all of my onions. All right, so I have all of my fall seeds planted, and that is basically it for this video. I'm gonna create these little name tags for my seeds and which is which, and then put the cover on so the humidity can stay in there. I'm not gonna water them because they are pretty soaked already from soaking them. I'm a little bummed about my pumpkins, but that's okay. We just have to wait a couple more days or weeks. Don't really know how much longer, but I will record once the female flowers start coming in, and I will record how I pollinate my flowers. So stay tuned. I hope you guys have a great day, and don't forget, start your fall gardens. It's not too late, and if it is too late, oh well, you waste $3-4. All right, bye guys.